And there it is, he's back. Mbappe's return is already being felt through a Real Madrid defeat. An entire fanbase felt this loss like a slap. A brutal, unexpected, almost incomprehensible slap. Real Madrid, supposed to be a war machine charging toward the title, collapsed against Mallorca, a team fighting for survival. Final score, 2-1. But beyond the result, it's the attitude, the performance, the very soul of this team that raises questions. And at the center of this storm, one name, Kylian Mbappé. Yes, it had to fall on him. Because his return was expected like that of a savior. Because his name echoes as that of a player capable of changing the fate of a match in a single moment. Because when Mbappé is on the pitch, there are no more excuses. And yet, tonight, there was no miracle, no uprising, no spark. Just emptiness. Real Madrid had a golden opportunity to keep the pressure on FC Barcelona. A chance to show character, to prove they could chase this title with rage and determination. But instead, we saw a slow, predictable, uninspired team. A team that seemed to play without urgency, as if time didn't matter. As if La Liga would win itself. And Mbappé in all this. Invisible. We were promised a thunderous return. We were sold a hungry player, ready to destroy everything in his path. But what we saw was a trapped, silenced striker, unable to make the difference. Yes, Mallorca's defense was disciplined. Yes, Leo Román had a great game. But since when does Kylian Mbappé settle for being contained? Since when? A player of this caliber cannot disappear in such a crucial match. He cannot hide behind tactical excuses. He cannot settle for a few timid attempts. He must take control of the game. He must provoke, accelerate, unbalance, create chaos. But none of that happened. And that's where frustration turns into anger. Because this isn't just a defeat. It's a message, a worrying one, the message of a team that doubts, a collective that isn't working, an attacking leader who hasn't yet fully embraced his role. Mbappé didn't come to Madrid to be just another player. He came to be the player, the one who turns matches around, the one who shows up when everything is collapsing, the one who refuses defeat. So where was he when Real Madrid needed him most? Where was that rage, that hunger to destroy everything? That killer instinct? Let's be honest, a great Mbappé wins this kind of match almost on his own. That's what's expected of him. That's why he's here. And that's why this kind of performance doesn't go unnoticed. The worst part is the timing. A defeat in stoppage time. Against a relegation-threatened team. Just before a monumental clash with Bayern Munich. This is the kind of scenario that can break momentum, crack a locker room, and plant doubt in minds. Meanwhile, FC Barcelona is pulling away. 7 points ahead. 7 points. That's no longer just a gap. It's a chasm starting to open. And every slip becomes a disaster. Every match becomes a final. But with this level of play, this attitude, this lack of reaction, how can they hope to turn things around? Real Madrid didn't just lose 3 points. They lost credibility. They lost confidence. And above all, they lost a chance to prove they were still alive in the title race. Yes, there are still matches left. Yes, mathematically, nothing is over. But in football, some defeats count double. Some defeats leave scars. And this is one of them. And Mbappé needs to hear it. He must understand that wearing this shirt isn't just about shining on big nights. It's not just about scoring against top teams. It's also about stepping up in trap games, in hostile contexts, in moments where everything seems stuck. That's where legends are born. Not in comfort, not in ease, but in adversity. And tonight, he did not live up to what Real Madrid represents. It's hard to say, it's hard to accept, but it's the truth. Now, the question is simple: how do they respond? Because football doesn't give you time to mourn. Bayern Munich is coming, a European monster, a team that forgives nothing, a team that exploits every weakness. And after what we saw against Mallorca, the concerns are legitimate. If Real Madrid plays like this, they will suffer. If they lack intensity, they will be punished. If they rely on a quiet Mbappé, they will be overwhelmed. They need an immediate response. A strong response. A collective response. But above all, they need a transformed Mbappé. An angry Mbappé. A vengeful Mbappé. A Mbappé who takes responsibility. A Mbappé who refuses to have his return associated with defeat. Because for now, that's exactly what's happening. His return hasn't been a positive turning point. It has become the symbol of failure. And that is not acceptable for a player of his status. Yes, the criticism is harsh. Yes, the tone is severe. But that's also what Real Madrid is about. It's about demands. It's about pressure. It's about the obligation to be excellent, all the time. And Mbappé knows it. He didn't come here to be spared. He came to write history. To define an era. To become a legend. But legends don't disappear in difficult moments. They impose themselves. They dominate. They crush. The message is clear. He must do much more. Much better. And above all, he must do it now. Because time is running out. Because La Liga is slipping away. Because Europe is coming. Because expectations are immense. And because at Real Madrid, there is no room for average performances. This match against Mallorca must be a wake-up call, not a habit. Otherwise, this season could unravel much faster than expected. Thank you for watching the video. I'm counting on you to subscribe and share.